All right, now we all know that one of the best parts of Warriors games happens before the game even begins. It is the always entertaining Steph Curry warm-up routine. Steve, you were a part of the Warriors staff for 5 seasons. Give us some insight into pregame Steph.
Well, he's incredible. Not only during the game, MVP, champion, the greatest shooters we've ever seen, but he's also a show before the game. Like, that's a lot of responsibility. People coming from far wide to watch you warm up every day. And he barely misses. But look at the way he goes about this. The number one thing you see here, they're huddling up with Coach Q, Bruce Frazier. It looks like they're doing something sort of ceremony here, but really they're telling inside jokes because this is all about joy for him too. Then he starts with some ball handling, either 2 balls or on the move. And once he kind of gets a little feel for it, he goes to his short game, chipping and putting, as he calls it, getting a little feel for the basket, the ball, touch, little left hand, right hand. You see a hook there, a lot of variety. Then he moves out to the elbows. Again, incredible touch, right and left hand. But for him, I think it's really interesting that he has a routine. He loves his routine, but he also brings a lot of variety to his routine. You know, routines can sometimes be a prison. We get rote and just rely on doing the same thing. Here he's taking off his warm-up and decides to golf swing it to someone because the theme is joy. There's the half-court shot. Usually takes him 1 to 5, which is rare in itself. Then he moves back in, takes some free throws, usually sets himself up for a nice little dunk. Hey. Again, Joe having fun like a kid out there. An assist in pregame. And then he goes to his spots and starts moving around, but again with a variety, catch and shoot, off the dribble, step back. So it's just incredible how he has this purpose, but also is a showman. And at the end, he used to play with Leandro Barbosa, the Brazilian blur. And LB loves soccer, of course, being from Brazil. So he used to kick him a ball for his last shot. Their Coach Frazier, not a soccer player, makes the pass. He misses the shot. But Q did play a little beach volleyball down in Long Beach. So then he moves to volleyball. Little pass, little set.
Wow.
I'm trying to see that, Steve.
You know what I mean? Let's set up. How about the soccer?
We're going volleyball or soccer? Okay.
Soccer.
Oh, you do both.
I'm a rebound.
Soccer, you name it.
Yeah,
let's get my shooter in the corner.
Maybe
I mean, I got a shooter. Here we go.
Oh.
On the money.
Oh, I got this release.
Man.
One take. There it is.
Upstairs.
There it is.
Still got it.
What can Steve do?
Fresh off a jet lag.
Night.
I mean, and props on the assist. You can do it all, Steve Nash.
See, light work.
On the money, in the pocket.
Getting close to tip-off, it's time to check in with our friends in Dallas, Ian Eagle, Brent Barry, and Cassidy Hubbard.
Taylor, it's game night here on Prime. From Dallas, we welcome you, American Airlines Center. This is the calm before the storm. They are expecting some serious weather tomorrow afternoon, but people are lined up to see this man play. Steph Curry, one of the superstars of the game, against one of the young stars in the NBA, Cooper Flagg, and the improving Dallas Mavericks. It's the second of 3 meetings between these two teams, the Golden State Warriors and the Dallas Mavericks, and we've got all the action for you tonight right here on Prime. As we join you courtside, hi everybody, Ian Eagle, Bones, Brent Barry, Cassidy Hubbard, the rest of our NBA on Prime crew. Golden State had been playing its best basketball of the season. Warriors finally found their footing, and then a crushing injury takes place earlier in the week that changes the complexion of the year.
I don't like your energy to start the podcast, but yes, the Warriors were in a Golden State 5-1 on that 8-game homestand. And in the third quarter against the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler with that right ACL going down, out for the remainder of the season. And I'll tell you what, took the energy out of the building. The lights dimmed on what Jimmy Butler was going to mean to the Warriors, but the light shone brightly on Jonathan Kuminga playing in the next game against Toronto. 21 minutes in that game, 20 points in a devastating loss. Just not a lot of energy from the Warriors, but Kuminga is going to get his chance in the next chapter for him. Speaking of light shining bright, though, it's this guy, Steph Curry, again, at his peak powers in his 37th year on this planet. doing ungodly and unworldly things with the basketball this year.
And taking on the Dallas Mavericks tonight. This team improving. The pace has certainly gone up, and it's working for the Mavericks. And they've got a young standout of their own in Cooper Flagg, who moments ago our own Cassidy Hubbard caught up with.
Thanks, Ian. Cooper, Jason Kidd called you a unicorn. You're leading your team in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. What's been the biggest adjustment taking on so much responsibility this early in your career?
Yeah, I think, obviously it's been tough. It's been a lot, but just being myself. My teammates have been great. And just helping me with that, being confident in me, giving me that confidence, and just let me be myself.
Now, we know you grew up a Warriors fan. You even attended Steph's summer camp. You guys faced off against them on Christmas Day. But what was the biggest challenge facing off against Steph specifically when you're actually living and taking on him on the court?
Yeah, I think it's what you see, on TV. Just the movement, the pressure, obviously the way he can shoot the ball. So, it's a tough guard. But, we got to stay locked in, as a team. 5 guys, locked in together, playing team defense, and, we can get the job done.
Thanks for your time and good luck today.
Thank you.
Back to you, Ian.
All right, Cassidy, this is the rarefied air that Flagg currently occupies. The names on this list, youngest player to lead their team in points, rebounds, assists, and steals.
Is this a good list, Ian?
This is good.
I want to study this to make sure that these are some of the all-time greats. I'm pretty sure they are. So you talk about a young player meeting expectations. Cooper Flagg has certainly done that. It is remarkable that he is 19 years old and has gained the respect of not only the coaches around this league, but the players immediately recognize what it is that he is capable of doing, competitive every night. And in most cases, youth means potential. In this case, it means massive production.
One area where they'd like to see an uptick, if possible, is three-point shooting for Cooper.
Yeah, I think a lot of rookies come into the league. They don't recognize how far the three-point line is and what that distance means. So why not bring in our resident Dallas Maverick legend in Dirk Nowitzki and talk to Dirk about first-year struggles from the three-point line and what you have to do, Dirk, to improve how you get to become an efficient, effective three-point shooter in the NBA.
Well, I think, he had a lot on his plate early on in the season with running the point guard, trying to get the ball to everyone. And I think he's been a lot better from month to month. He's been, more comfortable, I'd say, stepping into shots. And, it's not like he's changed any of his shooting clinic right now or shooting form. He's just stepping into it with a little more confidence. He's been in a great rhythm since he moved more to his normal spot, averaging like 26 and 5 and almost 50% from the floor. So he's been shooting at an incredible clip. And like I said, nobody here in Dallas is worried about his three ball. I think that's something you can come. Quick fun fact, that was actually my rookie season. I shot 29% from three, and it ended up being okay. So we're not worried about Cooper's three ball.
Yeah, certainly seeing a lot of improvement from him game by game. BG, what stands out to you as the biggest area of growth for Cooper Flagg so far?
Yeah, I think for him, as he's gotten more comfortable, he said he's playing with more confidence, but part of that is just him getting the ball on the move, cutting out the decision making. A lot of times when you catch a static pass and now you have to create, it can lead to overthinking. So for him, and if I'm the Dallas Mavericks, I want to keep him on the move, get him running out of the corners, and allow his athleticism to then create for others, because he knows how to play basketball. He wouldn't be the number one pick if he wasn't. He's leading the team in all these categories, and it shows when he just doesn't have to think.
Turned 19 on December 21st, meaning he will be a teenager until the middle of his sophomore season. But, Steve, for as young as he is, he has such a maturity about him.
He really does. I think having that spotlight on you from a young age helps. He's coming in this year. They put him at point guard, which is kind of an adversity for him right off the bat. Yeah. He kind of handled it fine in my eyes. My question was, can he be a number one or is he going to be a 1B? I think he's going to be a number one. I think the shooting is going to come. I think the playmaking's there, the defense, playing off the move. So as BG said, quick decisions. He's improved so much so quickly this year. I just think the sky's the limit for this kid.
All right, they're facing the Warriors tonight. UD, how do you think Steph Curry will have to adjust without Jimmy out there?
I think normally or naturally people would assume that he has to score more, but I think he has to get guys involved more. I think he has to facilitate more. He's going to get a lot of attention tonight. And I'll tell you, this team is 8-1 when they make 20-plus threes. So he's going to have to get in the paint. Quentin Post is going to have to get threes. Will Richards is going to have to get threes. Those guys that don't create for themselves. I think if they can get a steady diet of that, a recipe of that, they can put themselves in a good position.
Well, Steph is responsible for a lot of those. He has 156 made threes this season, made or assisted on 223 threes this season. So Steph isn't just a big part of their offense. He kind of is their offense. So we will see how he adjusts without having Jimmy by his side. All right. Thank you all so much for watching NBA on Prime pregame presented by CarMax.